Students, our today's topic is how to add a sharer in hotel reservation. Sharer reservation. A sharer reservation is one for which several guests share a room, but each guest requires a separate invoice. For example, this is the case when two colleagues share a room. Both addresses they're recorded and a separate invoice must be created for each. The sharing parties may even have different arrival and departure dates, rate codes, and rates. A sharer reservation may be as follows. When you create a reservation in the reservation dialog box or by entering the required information in the navigator, if the reservation already exists, in both cases, click the sharer button. A sharer reservation is treated the same way as a single reservation in portal. This allows you to enter different details for each sharer. Sharer reservations appear as single reservations in reports such as arrivals, departures, and reservations, which allows you to also search by guest name. Company is automatically assigned to every allocated sharer reservation for company reservations. One room can have up to 6 sharers. Sharing is not available for reservations with room changes. The number of shared rooms that appear in the housekeeping report corresponds to the number of sharer reservations. The hotel status counts and rooms and guests even in the arrival and departure days of sharer reservations are different. Shared reservations in room plan are indicated by a plus sign and the number of sharers. Creating sharers in the reservation dialog box. To enter sharer when creating a new reservation, click sharer in the reservation dialog box. Subsequently, the sharers for dialog box appears. You can enter the guest name in the dialog box. Enter the first letter of the guest surname, then press the tab key and click the search button. The sharer result window appears. Double-click the respective name or select the name and click OK. The new click will to create a guest. Once you have selected an existing guest or created a new one, the sharer for dialog box appears again. You can enter up to 5 additional names. Once you have entered all the sharer names, click OK. The reservation dialog box, click OK to confirm the reservation. The sharer input rate dialog box appears. All room sharers are not displayed. If you can change and monitor the rate code, rate and the number of guests for each reservation. If you want to change the actual rate amount, you must enter the special rate checkbox for verification. Select the RH checkbox to specify the guest will be responsible for the payment of all bookings made by the other sharers. Example, one sharer books a spa treatment. The booking will then be filled with the guest assigned to the RH tag. Click OK will be prompted to indicate whether the accounts of the sharer should be diverted to this guest. Creating sharers in Navigator. Sharers are created for existing reservations using Navigator. They can also be created if a room has not been allocated. In the Navigator, click Create Sharer. The reservation dialog box appears in which the arrival, departure, category, room number, rate code, and rate have been copied from the original reservation. You can change the suggested arrival and departure date as required. Enter the guest name and click OK to confirm the reservation information. The sharer input rate dialog box appears. Proceed as described in the selection, creating the sharer in the reservation dialog box. Click OK to confirm your entry and return to the navigator of the original reservation. Sharer display in the room plan. Sharer reservations are indicated in the room plan by using a plus shown in the arrival and departure section of the window. The number of sharers is shown in brackets in front of the guest name. If the arrival and departure dates of the sharers in the reservation differ, the first arrival data and the last departure date will be shown. The tooltip will expand automatically when you move the mouse over a sharer reservation. Click Write a sharer reservation to open the sharer list containing the names and reservations data of the sharers. Now click the Write to open the navigator of the respective guest. Double-click a sharer to open the double-click menu. This menu contains additional options such as cancellations, etc. To open the sharer input rate dialog box, click Rates. Summarizing reservations as shared reservations. You can summarize two single reservations as one shared reservation. You can combine two complete reservations for the duration of a stay, shift reservation, or combine two rooms during the second night of a particular stay. For example, move in the room plan or in-house list or reservation list. Double-click the reservation that you want to move to occupied room. The double-click menu opens. Click the Move Radio button. The selection list appears. Select the inclusive occupied rooms shared mode checkbox. In the drop list, select the room to which the reservation should be moved.